I say, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thoughts and prayers to Bronny James. But that got me thinking about something. If it's your first time rocking with the bull, the first thing you got to do is like the video. My bad, I know it's dark. But like the video. Join the kingdom. Join the royal family. On the road to 1,000, you hear me? If it's your first time rocking with the bull, I be the KING, SPR, double three. That be me, King Spree. And you locked in with the realest, they tell me. Reporting live, Savannah, Georgia. Decatur is crazy. Whatever Lloyd said. And baby, mixtape soon come. And you gonna love it. So yesterday, for those that don't know, and for those that care, which we all should kind of care, because it's crazy to see anybody go through problems like that. Bronny James, LeBron James Jr., LeBron James' son, went through, he suffered cardiac arrest. He suffered cardiac arrest while at a USC basketball practice. Now, for those that don't know, LeBron James Jr. is slated to be a NBA draft pick in next year's draft, and more than likely a lottery pick, not just based on skill alone, but also based on the fact that he's LeBron James' the son, and LeBron James said that he would basically play with LeBron James Jr. wherever he went. So it's kind of a big deal where he goes in the lottery, and he's kind of a big deal. And him suffering cardiac arrest is a very big deal, especially because he's 18 years old. He's very young. And we've been seeing a lot of situations where young kids or younger athletes are suffering some form of cardiac arrest, and it's very scary to think about how you could be so young and then your heart just stops. Now, some can and will say, oh, well, it's probably because whatever drills they're doing or the conditioning they're doing or whatever they're doing when it comes to, in regards to, my bad for the camera angle, and whatever they're doing in regards to basketball, sports, whatever, it's too hard and it makes the heart tap out. Now, I ain't no doctor, no scientist, so I'm not gonna say the inner workings of how the heart works, and I don't know. But what I will say is this, it got me thinking. We're all put on earth for a limited time, as we already know. Now, some of us don't think about this. Some of us like to think like, well, we'll be here forever, or we know we're gonna die eventually, but we don't want to think about that, right? But we're on earth for a limited amount of time, and this all can stop. Now, apparently he's doing a lot better and he's in stable condition, but all this can stop. All this can be gone in an instant. I'm driving right now. Somebody can cut me off, my car flip over 10 times, I'm done. You never know. You just really never know. And you could have all these plans for the future. You could have all these plans for where you're going to be, how you're going to do it, who you're going to marry, how much money you're going to make, when you retire, how it's going to look. You could have all these plans. You could work every day, all day. And at the end of all this, man, it's a wrap. You just never know. A car making a funny sound. You just never know. So it's really important to live for today while planning for tomorrow, right? And, you know, me, I got a bunch of plans. We all got a bunch of plans. We all got things we're going to do. We all got things we're working towards. We trying to buy that first home, or you trying to get a new car. You're trying to pay for your mom's hospital bills. You're trying to retire your mom. You're trying to build a investment portfolio or real estate portfolio. So we all have our, you know, different things we're going for. You're trying to lose 100 pounds, whatever. But you never know. Yesterday, man, I'm sitting here, well, not yesterday, a couple days ago, and I really want to go to the Drake concert. That's the one in Miami, when he goes to Miami. And I'm looking at the prices, and I kind of waited too long, so a lot of the prices are inflated. And the prices ended up being like $1,000. But to be honest, for 2 tickets, to be honest, that's not really a lot of money. Now it's a lot of money because I'm broke, but in the grand scheme of life, for a great time and a great night, $1,000 for 2 tickets is not the end of the world. So I'm not gonna pretend like it's highway robbery, because it's not. From what I understand, it's a great show. It's one of the greatest artists that we've ever known performing, and the tickets are gonna cost you. And we're in inflated times. The tickets are gonna cost you. But what I'm saying is that I was talking to my friend, and he mentioned how he got some tickets and he was gonna go with his lady, and how, like, man, based on something I said, you can't be sitting around just waiting for things to happen. Like, you gotta make these memories, make these situations, make these time periods in your life now. And I couldn't agree more. Like, you gotta plan for tomorrow, but you gotta live for the day, because you just don't know. Now, it's okay to, put your head down for 6 months, 8 months, 3 years. I mean, you got to do what you got to do at certain points in time, but it can't always be work. You know what I mean? Like, it can't always be the next project, the next goal, yes, successful people tend to think that way, but trust me, when they get to a certain level, they start indulging in their success. They start indulging in what that money can bring, what that time can bring, what those contacts can bring, what that status can bring. Now, you don't want to be on those Zion stuff where you getting reckless and making it so that you messing your future up, but you do want to be in a situation where you can consistently indulge when needed, because a lot of times you need it. You can't be in the books forever. You can't be feet to the pavement, head down forever. You can't be underwater swimming forever. Eventually, you gotta come up for air. And I know it's just very healthy to be in a situation where you can get work done, but also live your life. And an example of Bronny James, I'm not saying that he's not living his life. I'm not correlating the two in that way. I'm saying what it made me realize. Same thing when Kobe died. It makes you realize, man, there's some things that you might want to do and need to do before it's all said and done. My ultimate goal, well, not ultimate goal, but one of my things I think about all the time is I have a bunch of voice recordings that I have saved, a bunch of videos that I've saved to myself, including this YouTube channel, and I have a bunch of screenshots and photos I have saved. And when I get older, Lord willing, I just want to sit down with my cup of scotch, my glass of scotch, or bourbon or whiskey, and a lot of I do it now too, but I just want to reminisce. I just want to look at what I've done, where I've been, relationships I've made, contacts I've made. I just want to be in a situation where I can say, this is what I did with my life, and I feel very comfortable about it. I had a patient a long time ago, maybe like 2 years ago. She wasn't doing so well, and I think she ended up passing, actually. But one day, I go in there to, help her stand up or whatever we had to do for the day. And she had these big photo albums, big, thick photo albums full of Polaroids. And she just wanted to talk about her experiences. So we did. And she just was talking about how she traveled the world with her husband, and she would show me all these pictures. And every time she showed me a picture, it brought back a memory to her that she would, go into detail about. And somebody that had memory issues was able to really pinpoint how that day felt, what the sand felt like, how many degrees it was outside, the weather, did it rain or not, where they were at, what they ate for dinner, so on and so on. And you want to be in that situation. Anyway, I won't make the video too long. It's just a video I thought I should put out. More content coming. I mean, we're not going to put out, this ain't going to be no Mr. Beast situation. You hear me? The ones that are sticking through with the boy, we're going to talk about topics. I'm going to give you my opinion on topics in a way that I feel is what it needs to be. And if you rock with it, you rock with it. You don't, you don't. I can't force you to like it. I can't force you to comment. I can't force you to subscribe to the channel and join the royal family. But I've got a feeling eventually it's going to all make sense real soon.